What's up guys, it's Mike here from Mike's Cards and Stickers, and today we're going to be doing a review of the binder, or album should I say, for the FIFA World Cup 2026 from Panini. Okay, so this has recently just come out into the shops, and I bought this as a standard sort of starter pack. So this was $4.99 for the album and for 4 packs of stickers as well. Now you can get one of these, I think it's in the Strike It magazine, for free, and sometimes various shops will give you one free if you buy a certain amount of product or whatever. So yeah, so it's pretty straightforward really. It's not shiny or anything like that. You can see there the $1.99 retail price, so you might be able to see it or you might not, but I like the colour scheme. That's pretty funky, and I do quite like the logo, the way that the 26 is within that. So let's open this up and we'll start with the first page. So the first page is obviously basically just a load of information. There's a message here from Infantino, which take that with a pinch of salt depending on what your opinions of him are, but he basically just talks about the history of Panini. Feel free to pause it and zoom in if you want to have a proper read of that. You get a couple of stickers as well, as you normally get. The problem sometimes with these stickers is that the staple marks can really sort of knacker them, so I often would just rip these out and discard them and wait till you got those in the normal packs. You got a roll of honour, and then basically a symbol section as to how all of the stickers work. There's even a bit to slot in your own sticker, and then complete your collection as well. There's a bit of information too about how to do that with your binder code too. And then here is your table of contents. Obviously there's 48 teams in this World Cup, hence why this collection is so big. There's well over 1,000 stickers, and it's quite hard to actually know how many there is without googling it, because it's not like these stickers are numbered individually up to 1,000 or up to 1,200 or whatever. It'll be like G1 for Germany, or Ger1 I think it is. So you can see here, look, Ing 10. So that's how they've decided to number it. And then you've got the slots for Panini logo, the emblem, the mascots, the ball, etc. Right, and then onto the host station. So there's the ball, and then we've got Canada, Mexico, and with the most host cities, the United States. I was recently in the US a couple of weeks ago for about 2.5 weeks, and I travelled across the country, and there was very little actually about the World Cup anywhere. I don't really remember seeing anything of note, which I thought was interesting. From these lists here, I did go to, I wasn't in Dallas, I was in Houston, which was about 3 hours away. I drove near Atlanta, I was in Los Angeles, flew into Miami, and finished in San Francisco. And like I say, even though I was in some of these host cities, there wasn't anything that I noted about the upcoming World Cup, even though it was only like 2 months away, which I thought was interesting. But a friend that I work with, he has just come back from Canada, and he said in a lot of the shops there was loads of memorabilia and shirts and mascots and all sorts of things for it. Okay, on to the next page. Here is a schedule of all the matches and when they're going to be happening. And obviously, because this is the normal cheap album, the paper is that very thin, cheap paper. I always think if you're going to spend the amount of money you need to complete this, I would get the hardback album, but I'm not sure if that's been released yet or not. And here's some more information on how the collection works. There's a bit here about the adrenaline cards. Here's the things about the stickers themselves. Also talking about the Panini Extra stickers, which I don't quite understand, but apparently they're around 1 in 100 packs. So who knows? I'm not quite sure which players they are or anything like that, but I'm guessing from that shadow it is Vinicius. So some more stuff here as well about the digital side of the collection. And now we go on to all of the players. So it looks like we've got 20 player ones and then a logo one as well. So 21 times 48. We are over 1,000 stickers roughly, I think it is. So it also gives you a little bit of a thing here. Mexico automatically qualified automatically as host nation. A bit of your qualifying thing as well for the table here, and then the fixtures of who they're going to be playing and what group they're in. Obviously this has got nowhere near the same sort of information as what the Panini Premier League albums had, which was disappointing, because those albums were like just a treasure trove of information. So when I did open this up earlier, I was quite disappointed. So these guys, it looks like, qualified through the qualifiers, I think, rather than the straight group stage qualification. So I'm just going to quickly flick ahead now, because obviously once you've seen one team sheet, you've seen all of them. But like I say, because there's 48 teams, it is an astronomical amount of stickers. And what I thought was unbelievable as well, I was flicking through this, there's a bloody advert for Lynx here, a scratch and smell, which, I mean, the cheek of popping that, how much Lynx would have had to have paid to ask Panini to slot that in for them. Unbelievable. That's the other thing with if you buy the hardback album, things like that are not included. And you may have just heard then, I literally turned a page and it just began to rip immediately because of how thin this paper is. It just tears at the faintest. So if you're flicking through trying to find a page or whatever like that quickly, and you suddenly go like that, you rip your page. And if you've already started sticking stickers in, or when they're £1.25 for 7 stickers, that's you. Well, I know I wouldn't be very happy, but there you go. So that's why I would always say get the hardback album, because the quality of it is much, much, much better. And some more adverts, once again, Lynx and World Cup app. Here's the official emblems from World Cups gone by, which I thought was an interesting thing to include, and the mascots as well. Some more stuff this time about the women's, and then some more other crap, I don't really know what it is. Collect your exclusive digital stamp. Okay. More teams again. I'm going to try and flick through ahead quite quickly, because otherwise people are just going to turn off this video. And it looks like we've got another advert. Stick this in your album. Okay, who knows? I think that's so you can cut it off and take it to the shops and go and get it. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're still working our way through teams, which is just, here's the England one. Okay. And we're coming to the back now, so here's the World Cup history section with some spaces for some various different historical moments in the World Cup, which is interesting that some of them have got bits filled in. It's like you would have thought that it would look better if they all were stickers, because these are going to look crap because they're on crap paper, and then your stickers will look better. But there we go. And then a road to the World Cup. I think this is basically where each team qualified, the qualifying moment. And then we've got some Coca-Cola stuff here, which I also didn't understand. We've relived these moments, collect them all with Coca-Cola, but then it never says or get them in certain multi-packs or certain other packs. There's no information at all of where and when you can pick these up, which I thought was interesting. The other thing I noticed as well, there's lots of blemishes. Right, I've noticed here where the printing is just crap, or there's a sticky mark, and I don't understand how that is, because this only came out of the cellophane not too long ago. Some more stickers once again. These ones would probably be okay to be used, but these ones here, because they're, well, that was probably not a good way to show you. Right, let me quickly take the one from the front. I might be able to prove my point. So, if I carefully take this one off. Actually, this one's quite good. There was a time gone by where these would have such indentations on from the staples that fix these in, but it does seem like they've changed the ways. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to go, oh my god, you just stuck it there. And it's like, yes, but like I say, I'm not collecting this because it's just too expensive, and plus if I was going to, I wouldn't be using this. The only reason I actually got this starter pack was because I filmed a pack opening a couple of days ago with 20 packs. So I got 2 8-sticker boxes and 1 starter pack, which gave me 20 packs, and all that together was about £24.97, so nearly 25 quid, which just to make one video of any decent length is just not sustainable at all. And so there you have it, guys. That is the starter pack for the FIFA World Cup 2026. Now I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know, and whilst you're down there, please do consider subscribing. So like I say, now you don't need to go and buy one of these if you don't want to collect it. You've got a pretty good idea of everything that's included, a very quick overview, should I say, and you can make the decision on whether or not you want to collect this or those 1,000 odd stickers for very, very a lot of money. But all that's left for me to say, guys, is thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.